Hello, hello, everyone. Happy you are here. Let's get settled in. Today we work with the Chinese body clock, the 24-hour Chinese body clock. All week we're going to work with it. And we start with lungs. 3 to 5 a.m. is lungs, and 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. is large intestine. Right? So we wake up aware of those first few breaths, just like at birth. And then we do our breath work. In a little bit, we'll do our cleansing techniques, clean out that large intestine. The element is metal. So we're working with metal today. You're going to sit and take this one of 3 choices for a mudra as we breathe into these gorgeous lungs of ours. Lungs are, the meridian ends in the thumb, okay? So chest to thumb. Then it picks up the large intestine at the index finger. So you can take your thumb to your index finger and extend your other 3 fingers. Now, if you want to sit with palms up, Jnana yoga or Jnana mudra, and that mudra is for higher knowledge. Okay, the kind of movement of metal is inward, and then it's a quality of stillness, right? So sitting, you can always have your palms up. But as lungs and large intestine meet, thumb and index finger, you can always take your palms down with this. Chin mudra for inner wisdom, right? The quality of metal is in, right? And both of these, higher knowledge or inner wisdom. Whatever one is calling to you, because there's a third option, staying with the same thumb to index finger. We're just going to stack our hands, right? And you're going to take until the index fingers come together. So you have index fingers and thumbs touching the mudra itself, but then you stack your hands. And this can go into your lap. Dhyana mudra for contemplation. It's the same mudra, whether you sit with it up, down, or gather the hands, stack the fingers. Right? So choose one of those, what's calling to you right now. Know that we're working with the energy of metal, which comes in. Very much like prana vayu, we bring the breath in to the body. Circulates around heart and lungs, so we're working with lungs. Inhaling, drawing breath in. And exhale, we're going to equate with large intestine, that letting go. Inhale, lungs. Exhale, large intestine. Bringing life into the body. And then letting it go. Not clinging or grasping onto it. Freely letting it go. It is said that the lungs reach up to take in, to grasp and take in the heavenly chi. And then the lungs will mist to moisten the skin. And the droplets will descend into the lower parts of the body. Large intestine, letting go down into the earth. Inhaling lungs, exhaling large intestine as you continue to sit with your mudra. And then you can release the mudra from your hands. Any movements that feel good, hands, thumb, and fingers, wrists. Now we're going to sit palms open to receive. The lungs and large intestine meridians, they open in the nose. So the metal element drawing breath in through the nose, immediately becoming aware of the moistening quality of the nasal passageways. Follow the breath down the back of the throat into the lungs. We're going to work with the color white. White is the color of the metal element. And we're going to do just some gentle movement. And we're going to work with the sound of metal, which is metal. The energy of metal is inward, right? Just like pranavayu, you bring the breath into the lungs. If this doesn't move, this natural movement of energy kind of down and out, think large intestine. If this energy gets stuck in the lungs, it begins to present as sadness and grief. So we want to work with the color white. We're going to do a nice clearing exercise with our hands. We're going to use the soothing sound of s. Our intention here is to transform any sadness, any grief into courage. The metal element is strong, courageous, yet also soft enough to let go and release. You'll scoop your hands up over your head. That's the inhale. Great for ribs and lungs to stretch. Scoop up some white light. And when you bring your hands down, palms down in front of your body, once you can get to your body, you can always stay in the front of your body, or you can actually rub down your chest and lung area, right down to the belly. And then inhale again. We scoop it up. White light down through the skull into the body. You can just keep your hands floating in front of your body, or you could actually put your hands on, brush down the lungs, down the intestines. And on the exhales, we're going to use the sound of metal, which is. We're going to do this for 5 minutes. A few more times, scooping up the heavenly chi, bringing it into the body. And just like the lungs mist, right? The skin and the insides, the down bearing quality, misting. The large intestine, move things down and through. And the next time you start to pass by the lungs, take your thumb and index finger. We're just going to rub somewhere below the clavicle, the first intercostal space. We're just going to rub in there a little bit, make some circles, getting into the front mu of the lungs, the point, lung 1, right above the lungs. Certain points in the body that are right on top of the organ they present or represent. So we're getting right where pec minor is. Usually, not usually, but it could be tender. Lung 1. And then we're going to hold it. Once you find it, like a little bit more over towards the shoulders, down, maybe an inch, 2, 3, first rib space. We breathe deep. Taking breath into the lungs, that inward quality of metal. Stay with that down-bearing quality on the exhales. We're going to get to the large intestine, so that's where the exhales will go. You know that notice that quality of puffing up the chest. And we can move the chi here in the lungs, transform our sadness, our courage, sadness or grief into courage. That's that sensation of a lifted, puffed up chest. Bold. Now we're going to slide down our thumb and index finger. We're going to go just to the side of the navel. Okay. Going about 2 inches over on either side. Coming into the front, move the large intestine. And you can make circles. Notice if there's any areas of tenderness. From the navel, we just come out to the sides. We're actually on the stomach meridian, but the front mu points of the large intestine are here. Stomach 25. And once you feel that area, we can just hold. Gentle pressure. Exhaling, letting go. If it doesn't serve us, if we're not learning from it, if we're not absorbing the teachings anymore, just exhale and let go. There's that apana vayu, that down and out breath. Back to that pattern of inhale lungs, exhale large intestine. Here with your thumb and index finger, right there on those front mu points, elbows winging out. When you inhale, puff up the chest. It's a power move here, much like a superhero move. When we let go and we release what no longer serves us, we are free to be bold, confident, and courageous. And you'll release your hands. Take care to wiggle the thumb and the index finger especially. Thumb meridian. Thumb is lung meridian, index finger, large intestine meridian. From chest to thumb, from index finger to nose. So everyone take your index finger right to the nose, rubbing around the curve, smile on the face. And find that little divot right there. Awareness at the nose as you sip in breath. And today, right, find something fragrant. More than one thing. This point here, large intestine 20, welcome the fragrance. Welcome the fragrance. Draw it in. You could pause, hold it in for a moment, but then we must let it go. Nice, everyone. Feel free to stay seated here at the end, or you can lie down. I want to read to you something about metal, and this is from the insighttimer.com. The characteristics of metal are hard, strong, and precise. It is the metal in the earth that gives its inner structure and value. Metal allows us to shine, to be brilliant, to inspire. Metal also has a component of flexibility, as it can be remolded many times. When metal gets too strong, however, it becomes rigid. Balanced metal allows for healthy boundaries, an easy routine, and inspiring rituals. Whereas too little metal will lead to sloppiness and numbness. When metal becomes overbearing, we will have difficulty with expressing ourselves, with intimacy, and also spontaneity. Balanced metal allows for healthy boundaries, an easy routine, and inspiring rituals. Metal allows us to shine, to be brilliant, and to inspire. As much as you can today, welcome the fragrance. Inhale lungs. Exhale large intestine. Take life in and let life go. Be courageous, be bold. Thank you for being here, everyone. Enjoy your day. So much gratitude, so much love. Namaste.